Just want to ask you, Kate, before we to get going, what was, how was it for you with your spiritual awakening or dropping out of the matrix, some might call it? What was the story behind all of that?
Yeah, well, the dropping out of the matrix was exactly what I felt had happened. Like, it was reading Jamie Smart's, oh no, it was all on Audible, Jamie Smart's results book, and it popped up on my Audible like recommendations, and I just remember this bit. It's just said on the cover. It just said, "Think less, achieve more," and I was like, "That's it. That's what I want to do. Think less." And because I just felt I had this like constantness, and I remember listening to it, but I was also decluttering, and I had like I don't know how old my baby was, but it was like in one arm, and I was decluttering, and so I was like completely distracted. So I don't know what he said, but all of a sudden I just went like I just realised there was no, although I was kind of getting information through my eyes and ears and touch and things, that there was no meaning coming from the world to me. And I had always assumed that there was meaning out there in the world, and I was just having a kind of like a little bit of a Katie version of that meaning. And the moment I realized there was no meaning, like that all the meaning in the world was created by thought, yeah, I was like, oh my God, we really are in this kind of matrix, but it's like a thought instead of a computer generated matrix. It's a thought created virtual reality, which is what the whole reason I did the films, because I was like, oh my God, that's such a perfect metaphor for what's really happening. So yeah, from there, like once, well, there's no going back. Once you see that, your world is made of thought, and that all you're ever experiencing is thought. I mean, that you can't help but go on a journey from there. You can't help them and just have more and more insights about what's going on. And I remember, because I didn't know where. I thought Jamie Smart was just this guy who just stumbled across this truth, and I didn't know that anybody else was talking about this at all. And I was thinking, I can't be the only one who's just fallen out of the matrix. I need to find my other people. And I was typing all kinds of things into Google, like it's all thought, trying to desperately find other people who'd seen this. And yeah, and of course it just got better and better. And like for me, it was just a really exciting journey. Like I just remember as a kid, or even just above being a kid, remembering how like magical books were when they found like a magic key or things like that. And I used to like, almost ache that couldn't happen to me, that I couldn't find something magic in the attic, or that it wasn't real. And like when I when I found this, I really felt like I had, and I really felt like I had this magic key and was like opening these new doors of insight. And suddenly the world, like, oh my God, that's thought too. And then there would be another door opened. And so I just found it really exciting, and I got really quite addicted to finding all these doors that I could open now.